Welcome to the epic saga of Parker Schnabel, the relentless gold miner who has taken the Klondike by storm. Over the past decade, Parker and his crew have unearthed the jaw-dropping $25 million worth of gold, pushing the boundaries of modern mining. This season, they're facing their biggest challenges yet, from high-tech gambles to multi-million-dollar risks. Will Parker once again defy the odds and strike it rich? Or will this be the season that tests his limits like never before? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the thrilling highs and gut-wrenching lows of one of the most ambitious miners of our time. Parker grew up in the small town of Haines, Alaska, surrounded by the legacy of gold mining. His grandfather John Schnabel moved to Alaska during the Great Depression and went on to open the successful Big Nugget mine. Parker spent his childhood summers at his grandpa's mine, learning the trade and discovering his own passion for mining. By age 16, Parker took over the family operation, leading a small crew of seasoned miners on ambitious projects. Though still a teenager, Parker proved he had the determination and strategic mindset of someone twice his age. His natural leadership abilities were evident as he made bold decisions unearthing impressive amounts of gold. Word of Parker's success spread, catching the eye of producers for a new Discovery Channel show, Gold Rush. They wanted to chronicle a new generation of gold miners willing to tackle the wild frontier. Parker was the perfect fit. When Gold Rush debuted in 2010, viewers were enamored by this driven, blue-eyed teenager navigating the cutthroat world of gold mining. Parker was an underdog to root for, battling harsh conditions, equipment failures, and financial strains, all while pursuing his dreams. Now 10 seasons later, Parker has cemented his status as a Gold Rush idol. His team admires his hands-on leadership as he runs sophisticated operations with the strategic mind of a chess player. Fans love his relentless determination to overcome obstacles and expand his empire. This season, Parker is taking some of his biggest gambles yet as he pushes his crew and equipment farther than ever before. With gold prices surging, Parker is more motivated than ever to build on the $13 million in gold he's mined so far. At just 25 years old, Parker Schnabel has already achieved more than most miners do in a lifetime. But for Parker, this is just the beginning. His hunger for adventure continues as he charts a course toward even greater rewards. This driven young miner from Alaska represents the future of gold mining. Chapter 2: Relentless Ambition. Parker Schnabel was born to mine gold. By age 5, he was already working at his grandpa John's Big Nugget mine, gaining hands-on experience and developing his gold fever. While other kids were playing video games, Parker was learning to operate real heavy machinery like excavators and bulldozers. This early immersion in gold mining shaped Parker's relentless ambition to succeed. While still a teenager, he displayed the cool confidence and sharp strategic thinking of a seasoned miner. At just 16, Parker made the bold move to take over the family mine when his aging grandpa could no longer keep up with the demanding pace. It was a gutsy decision for someone barely old enough to drive, but Parker was undeterred. With gold prices rising, Parker wasted no time getting to work. Leading a small crew of grizzled miners twice his age, their skepticism quickly turned to respect as Parker made smart, calculated risks that uncovered large amounts of gold. By 18, Parker was ready for an even bigger challenge. He left the comforts of home and leased ground in the Yukon from Tony Beats, one of the largest mine operators in the region. Parker was determined to prove he could thrive on his own. Life in the Klondike was relentlessly tough, but Parker remained laser-focused on his goals. While still learning the ropes, he extracted over 1,000 ounces of gold his first season, quietly building his empire. Parker's appetite for adventure soon lured him far beyond the Klondike, traveling to exotic locations like Guyana, Papua New Guinea, and Australia in pursuit of fortune. He ventured deep into harsh jungles and remote mountains, all for the love of the hunt. Now, with over a decade of experience under his belt, Parker has become one of the most respected miners in the industry. He runs multi-million-dollar operations with the vision of a CEO and the heart of a wildcatter. This season, Parker is pushing himself harder than ever before, setting lofty goals and making bold gambles. His relentless drive and willingness to embrace risk continue to set him apart. Stay tuned to see just how far Parker will go to fulfill his burning ambition. Chapter 3: Pushing Boundaries. Parker Schnabel doesn't just meet goals, he obliterates them. This season he set his sights on extracting 5,000 ounces of gold, his biggest target yet. Extracting this much gold in a single season is no small feat, requiring monumental effort and perfectly coordinated operations. To have any chance of hitting his lofty target, Parker needed to push his crew and equipment to maximize efficiency. For the first time ever, he operated 2 full-sized wash plants simultaneously, Big Red and Slucifer. Keeping both plants running non-stop with a steady feed of pay dirt demanded precise planning. Even with his top-notch team, Parker was asking a lot. No challenge is too great for Parker, but his mega operation introduced new problems. To feed both wash plants, his crew needed to mine faster than ever before, taxing their energy and machinery to the limits. With twice the equipment running, potential points of failure doubled as well. Parker discovered that even with the most meticulous planning, things can go wrong in a hurry. Early in the season, Big Red encountered a series of breakdowns from worn-out equipment. Unscheduled downtime severely impacted output, creating a ripple effect of delays. Like a master conductor, Parker calmly assessed the issues and adjusted operations to maintain momentum. He mobilized mechanics to get Big Red back online, while reassigning paid dirt to Lucifer to pick up the slack. Parker's leadership and ability to strategize on the fly kept his gold total climbing, ounce by ounce. However, with his 5,000-ounce goal looming, he needed to kick things into overdrive. In a bold move, Parker commissioned an all-new wash plant custom designed to process paid dirt at breakneck speeds. This state-of-the-art machine, aptly named Roxanne, represented a huge investment, but Parker was willing to push boundaries to build an unstoppable gold mining machine. Stay tuned as Parker finds out if his risky investments will pay off with gold mining glory or end in disaster. One thing's for sure, Parker Schnabel will push his operation right up to the edge to make his goals a reality. Chapter 4: Game-Changing Technology. In the ultra-competitive gold mining industry, success depends on staying at the leading edge of technology. Parker Schnabel understands this better than anyone. This season, he made a multi-million-dollar investment in a revolutionary new wash plant named Roxanne, the most advanced mineral processing machine in the Klondike. For Parker, bringing Roxanne online wasn't about modest incremental gains, it was about completely redefining what's possible in gold mining. This machine represents a quantum leap, incorporating new technologies to achieve radically improved efficiency and output. The hardware inside Roxanne looks more like a tech startup than a mine. It features computer-automated control systems, laser mineral analyzers, and other innovations developed in conjunction with Parker's crew. Every parameter from water pressure to shaker deck angles can be precision-tuned for maximum gold recovery. With Roxanne, Parker can process unlimited amounts of paid dirt non-stop. Conveyor belts feed material directly into the plant's gaping maw, while sophisticated sorting systems handle the rest. Roxanne is an unstoppable devourer of gold-rich dirt operating on a massive scale. This incredible machine enables Parker to unlock the true wealth buried within the Klondike. But Roxanne's capacities don't come cheap. This sizable investment could make or break Parker, putting immense pressure on the crew. When Roxanne started processing its first test loads, immediate challenges arose. Getting the balance right between feed rate, water flow, and recovery took time and adjustments. Early results were disappointing, but Parker knew breakthroughs demand patience. Incremental tweaks led to major improvements as Roxanne ramped up to full power. Before long, it was humming along, hitting record hauls of gold and keeping Parker on pace for his biggest season yet. Roxanne proved itself a game-changer, greatly expanding what's possible for Parker Schnabel and the future of gold mining. Stay tuned as this technological marvel pushes the boundaries of profit and performance. Chapter 5: Moment of Truth. Parker Schnabel lives for the thrill of hitting gold, but the path is never smooth. After investing millions in ground and new wash plants, Parker needed flawless execution to hit his 5,000-ounce goal. Even the best-laid plans can derail in the unforgiving Klondike. Early tests of Parker's secret weapon, the ultra-high-tech wash plant Roxanne, were underwhelming. Faced with lackluster performance data, Parker had to troubleshoot issues on the fly, make adjustments, and keep his frustrations in check. Getting Roxanne online took round-the-clock effort from his crew. Replacing faulty parts, recalibrating the computerized control system, and fine-tuning the intricacies of the machine was a monumental task. Parker put on a brave face, but tensions ran high on site. Just when it seemed Roxanne had turned a corner, a faulty pressure valve blew, shutting the whole plant down unexpectedly. For Parker, this was a gut punch. Every minute Roxanne sat idle made hitting his season goal that much harder. After an anxious wait, the repair crew got Roxanne back up and running. Finally, the data Parker longed for arrived. Roxanne's first full production test yielded an impressive 128 ounces worth over $180,000. Parker's technology gamble showed promise. The breakthrough Parker needed came right at the finish line. In the final week, his other wash plant Lucifer delivered a monster 340-ounce haul worth over $340,000. This surprise bonanza put Parker over the top, ending the season with 5,176 ounces. Parker's unwavering belief in his crew and willingness to take risks paid off big this season. When his back was against the wall, he held firm and was rewarded with his largest haul to date. Once again, Parker Schnabel defied the odds, cementing his status as a Klondike legend. Stay tuned as his journey continues. Chapter 6: Biggest Gamble Yet. Parker Schnabel is no stranger to high-risk, high-reward gambles. But his latest move, acquiring the Dominion Creek claim for a staggering $15 million, is his biggest bet yet. The potential payoff is mind-blowing. Geological surveys estimate the claim could hold up to 880,000 ounces of gold, worth over $1.6 billion at today's prices. Extracting this treasure won't be easy, though. The gold at Dominion is buried deep, requiring extensive excavation and hefty investments in equipment and manpower just to get started. Parker will need to mobilize a small army and a fleet of heavy machinery to have any shot at success. This is the kind of make-or-break moment that has defined Parker's career. As a 24-year-old in his rookie season, he stunned the mining world by extracting 1,029 ounces worth $1.4 million. He topped himself the next year with a haul of 2,538 ounces worth nearly $3 million. But Parker has also tasted bitter disappointment, like in 2018 when his $5 million Viking cut gamble yielded a paltry 502 ounces. The sting of that loss still drives him today. Now, Parker is going for broke at Dominion Creek. He's already spent millions on new equipment like the monster wash plant Roxanne, capable of processing staggering amounts of pay dirt. If Parker's predictions are right, Roxanne could help him unlock a 9-figure payday. However, one bad drill result could spell disaster. With tens of millions on the line and massive loan payments looming, Parker can't afford to come up empty. A crippling cash crunch would mean laying off loyal workers and even losing his mining empire. For Parker Schnabel, the only direction is forward. His track record speaks for itself: over $25 million in career gold earnings and a reputation as one of the Klondike's premier miners. Will Dominion Creek be his crowning achievement or his costliest failure? The mining world will be watching as Parker rolls the dice on the biggest gamble of his life. Chapter 7: Full Steam Ahead. Fresh off his monumental success at Dominion Creek, Parker Schnabel is riding a wave of momentum into the new mining season. The staggering $160 million payday from Dominion has only fueled Parker's ambition to push the boundaries of what's possible in the Klondike. While most 27-year-olds would be content to rest on their laurels after such a massive win, Parker is already charting his next moves. Never one to play it safe, Parker is aggressively scouting new claims with even greater potential. His latest target is Fairplay Creek, a sprawling site that has caught the eye of many miners but remained untouched due to the huge costs of acquisition and development. Geological surveys hint at rich deposits, but unlocking them will require serious capital. Undeterred, Parker dives headfirst into negotiations, leveraging his growing reputation and track record to secure favorable terms. The deal for Fairplay Creek is his largest yet, but Parker is confident that his team's expertise and cutting-edge technology will once again yield record results. Speaking of technology, Parker is doubling down on research and development to stay light years ahead of the competition. He's assembling a dream team of engineers and designers to create a new generation of wash plants, excavators, and other specialized mining equipment optimized for the unique challenges of the Klondike. With gold prices holding strong, Parker is also planning strategic expansions to his existing operations. He aims to scale up production at proven sites like Dominion while also exploring promising new ground. This diversified approach allows him to balance risk and reward as he continues building his empire. Of course, not everyone shares Parker's boundless optimism. Skeptics point to the inherent dangers of overextension, especially in the volatile world of gold mining. One ill-timed move or stroke of bad luck could spell disaster, even for a phenom like Parker. But Parker has never been one to listen to naysayers. His unshakable self-belief and obsession with improvement drives him ever forward. Failure simply isn't an option when you're rewriting the rules of an entire industry. As Parker looks to the future, one thing is certain: he will continue pushing himself and his team to the absolute limit in the quest for Klondike gold. With his sights set on ever bigger prizes and the unrelenting drive to make the impossible possible, Parker Schnabel is ready to steamroll any obstacle in his way. The gold mining world will be watching in awe as this young maverick rewrites history before our eyes. Chapter 8: New Challenges on the Horizon. As Parker Schnabel reaches unprecedented heights in his gold mining career, he faces a whole new level of challenges that will test his skills, determination, and leadership like never before. Fresh off his record-breaking season at Dominion Creek, Parker refuses to rest on his laurels. Instead, he's setting his sights on even more ambitious goals, driven by an insatiable hunger to push the boundaries of what's possible in the Klondike. To conquer the untapped riches waiting in the depths of his claims, Parker is making bold moves to upgrade his already impressive fleet of wash plants. He's investing millions into the construction of his largest and most advanced wash plant yet, a colossal machine he's dubbed Mega Roxanne. This state-of-the-art Leviathan is engineered to process staggering volumes of paid dirt, eclipsing anything Parker has ever used before. However, with such cutting-edge technology comes new risks and challenges in operation and maintenance that Parker and his crew must master quickly. Not content with just technological innovations, Parker is also expanding his empire by venturing into uncharted territories. He's acquired new claims with unique geologies that demand novel approaches to mining. Adapting his strategies and techniques to these unfamiliar conditions will put Parker's operational expertise to the ultimate test. The potential rewards are immense, but so are the risks if he can't crack the code on these challenging new sites. As Parker's operations grow in scale and complexity, he faces the daunting task of managing an ever-expanding web of moving parts. From overseeing cash flow and equipment maintenance to coordinating a growing team of miners, every decision Parker makes now carries far greater weight. Even a small slip in efficiency could cascade into major setbacks that threaten the entire operation. Parker must maintain a laser-sharp focus and rely on his battle-tested instincts to keep everything running smoothly. This season, Parker and his crew will be pushed to their absolute limits as they take on the biggest challenges of their careers. But true to form, Parker is embracing the pressure with open arms. He knows that great risks lead to great rewards, and he's hungry to prove that he has what it takes to overcome any obstacle in his path. With millions on the line and his reputation as a mining phenom at stake, Parker is ready to tackle the toughest tests the Klondike can throw at him. As Parker ventures into uncharted waters, he knows the eyes of the mining world are upon him. Can he continue his hot streak and solidify his place among the all-time greats of the Klondike? Or will the challenges of this season finally prove too much for even the most determined gold miner of his generation? One thing is certain: Parker Schnabel will never back down from a fight. He's determined to conquer new frontiers and push the boundaries of gold mining to heights never seen before. The stage is set for an epic showdown between man, machine, and Mother Nature herself. Get ready to witness the next chapter in the legend of Parker Schnabel, as he risks it all in pursuit of Klondike gold and mining immortality. In conclusion, the legend continues. From his humble beginnings as a teenage mining prodigy to his current status as a Klondike kingpin, Parker Schnabel's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. With over $160 million worth of gold unearthed and a track record of defying the odds, Parker has firmly established himself as one of the greatest miners of his generation. But for Parker, success is about more than just the numbers. It's about the thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of overcoming impossible challenges, and the unbreakable bonds forged with his crew in the heat of battle. Parker's unwavering determination, innovative spirit, and willingness to take calculated risks have made him a force to be reckoned with in the world of gold mining. As we've seen throughout this season, Parker refuses to rest on his laurels. He's constantly pushing himself and his team to new heights, whether it's by investing in cutting-edge technology, exploring untapped territories, or taking on the biggest financial gambles of his career. For Parker, the only way forward is to keep evolving and adapting in the face of ever greater challenges. But even as he reaches new milestones and shatters records, Parker remains grounded by the values that have guided him from the start: hard work, perseverance, and an unshakable belief in himself and his team. He knows that in the unforgiving world of the Klondike, success is never guaranteed, and every ounce of gold must be earned through blood, sweat, and tears. As the sun sets on another season, one thing is clear: the legend of Parker Schnabel is far from over. With his sights set on even greater prizes and a burning desire to push the boundaries of what's possible, Parker is ready to write the next chapter in his epic saga. The challenges may be daunting, but if anyone is equipped to overcome them, it's the man who has redefined the art of gold mining for a new generation. So gear up, because the ride is far from over. As long as there's still gold in the ground and a fire in Parker Schnabel's belly, the legend will continue to grow. The Klondike may be a harsh and unforgiving mistress, but she's no match for the grit, determination, and sheer force of will that Parker brings to the table. Get ready for another season of heart-pounding action, jaw-dropping discoveries, and record-breaking hauls, as Parker and his crew continue their relentless pursuit of Klondike gold and mining immortality.